I hope you're doing well. I hope you can hear this well. Normally, I am filming on my camera at the house. I'm on vacation, but I wanted to do a quick video to talk about Clemson falling out of the top 25 for the first time since I believe 2021. And before that, the last time Clemson was out of the top 25 was in I think 2014, somewhere in there. I could be wrong, but anyway. Clemson, they won their ball game the other day against Charleston Southern. I mean, did absolutely terrible in the first half. Ended up winning the ball game, and okay, look, that's how you do it. Okay, you come back out and you got to reconvene. And I want to make a very important statement because a lot of you know, even some of you can't stand me because I criticize, especially the coaching staff. No matter how many times I've said I've appreciated what Dabo has done. I'm not taking personal shots at the guy, but there just seems to be either a level of complacency or he was really good at playing the underdog, and now he's at a different place to where you can't play that Clemson is the underdog, even if they're out of the top 25. But there are guys who can play the underdog, get you to success, and then they don't know how to take it to the next level, because all of a sudden the message you were preaching that got you to the national championship, that got you to the playoffs all those years, to get all those recruits, well, that message is null and void because now you own things. The only way to be able to preach that message is for your program to digress. So I appreciate Swinney. If Swinney saw any of this, first of all, he wouldn't care what I think nor what you think. And you probably have some thoughts about me, and rightfully so. I mean, that's just life. With that said, the program does not look good. It doesn't need to look good. But we are in the place. Clemson's in the place. Clemson is in the place to where they can play the underdog for right now. I don't know how you get 40 or 50, or not 40 to 50, but 50 plus 4 to 5 star players to believe that they're the underdog. When coming out of high school, they were the top players in their state and some of the top players in the country. I don't think that that's why they went to Clemson to have to play the underdog. If you go to Georgia, they're not preaching we're the underdog. If you go to Ohio State, they're not preaching that message. If you go to Alabama, even with everything that went on with Texas beating them, the reason that Texas beating Alabama in Alabama is such a big deal is because they've not been the underdog. You understand that? So, but this puts Clemson in a place to be the underdog, to possibly respond, to possibly wake up some of the coaches, no matter who it is on the team, that they are wasting talent, they are losing their team. There is a thing called the transfer portal, and people will leave at the drop of a bucket for good or bad reasons, whether it's relevant or irrelevant. And by the way, I apologize if my sound's a little off. Normally, if I shoot a video on my camera, which I don't use this really anymore. I don't use my phone anymore. I normally just use my laptop, but I kind of want to break away from anything that would keep me on my laptop, but so if my sound is a little off, I do apologize. But this gives Clemson the chance to really evaluate where they're at, get ready for the Florida State game. Going into this Florida Atlantic game, they can. Roger Bryant said a little hiss, but okay, yeah, it's that hiss. I hate the hiss. I went back and listened to it, and normally, anyway, I'll stop apologizing, but I know it's there, and I apologize for that. But this gives Clemson the chance to get some more of the cobwebs out, some more of the poor play, the poor communication, whatever it may be, against Florida Atlantic to eventually play against Florida State on the 23rd. Now, for some of you, you think that if you criticize your team, you're not a real fan. I say it's actually vice versa. It's like a family member that you love with all your heart, and you look at them and you tell them, hey, listen, the path that you're on is going to end up terrible. And the reason I'm telling you this is because I love you. And if you need help from me, I'll help you, but I'm not going to help you continue down the path that's going to destroy the person I love. That's real love. That whole thing is love is, blood is thicker than water. That's a great saying and stuff, but its outcome is terrible. And so, with Clemson, if I really care about them, I'm going to tell the truth. The truth is, for Clemson, you have a lot of talent. You have enough time to address some issues. You have enough time to continue to fix some of the problems. You have enough time to save the season. This is not a championship season. Even before Monday night, I did not think this was a championship season. I told you that. I said maybe if the offense gets to clicking, they could make it to the playoffs. And I said that. Go back and watch my videos. I was very forward about that. By the way, I see a lot of people getting here. Parker Henderson, see you in there. It's good to see you. On this teeny tiny screen, I don't see the comment section or the chat section like I normally do. And by the way, if you want to subscribe, it's free. You want to support the channel, please do that. Also, on an iPhone, you will not see the join button, but if you want to support on a monthly basis, it's like $3 per month. I also have a $5 per month tier, or you can give via Super Chat, so I do appreciate it. I just appreciate you being here, but if you would do it for free and support a loyal channel like mine, I do appreciate it. But the channel's been growing, blowing up, and I thank all of y'all for that. I hope that by the time we play Florida State, we can be competitive. But folks, I'm going to tell you this, and once again, this goes back to people saying I'm not a real fan. I'm still pulling for Clemson, folks. Do you hear me? I'm still pulling for Clemson. But Florida State's going to beat Clemson. Unless major changes happen on Saturday. Don't let that second half of football erase the truth. Clemson's going to lose to Florida State because they are not ready. They are not ready. The coaches they didn't have them ready. Florida State is a way better team than Duke as a conglomerate. And I'm going to try to go to the Florida State game. If I can make it, great. If I can't, it happens. I'll watch the game. I'll be pulling for my team. I want Clemson to win the game. But I'm just telling you, as it is, the shape of this team, Clemson is trying to just pull things together that Florida State had ready on week 1 with a bunch of players who has never played together with one another. Do you understand how bad that is? Clemson had almost all these players, because they don't use the portal, they have all of these players except for freshmen who came in, and they've been playing together for years. Some players has been on the team for 5 or 6 seasons. And a lot of the same coaches. And they couldn't pull it together. And Blake Ellis says Tristan Lee just ain't that good. Tristan Lee was poorly developed. He was a higher rated player than Will Shipley. That's on our coaching. My phone is dying, so I'm going to have to end this. I'm just going to say this. I love my team. If any of y'all see me out at a game, it's like, I'm surprised to see you here. No, I love my team. That's why I'm so upset. But Florida State, they took a group of guys who has never played together, and they had them ready. And I know that everybody wanted to talk to me about, game speed versus fall camp speed. I ask you this, and I'm going to leave this for y'all to mull around. How is it that Florida State could have their guys ready for game time with scheme, play calling, and even being in good game shape? And Clemson could, and that was against LSU. And Clemson couldn't. Duke is better. Yes, Duke is better. But LSU is way better than Duke. How could they do that? Folks, I think we're trying to give ourselves, and this is an answer to the comment section that I've had. Within the comment section and the live chat, I think we're trying to find excuses to ease our sorrow and our misery to the truth that Clemson football, that their coaches, they just haven't had them prepared while other schools are doing it. So I hate it. I'm still pulling for my Tigers. And yeah, we'll see how this goes. Well, folks, I'm going to go back down here to the beach. My family's still down there. I had to come in here. I have to move around. I just can't sit on the beach all day. I can't do it. No, but I'm going to go back down there. We've been throwing some football. We've been having some fun. Maybe walk the beach here for a little bit. Folks, I appreciate all of your support. If you want to support the channel for free, hit the subscribe button. If you want to support the channel on a monthly basis, there's a join button you should see. It's normally not on an iPhone, but if you want to support there, I do appreciate it. It's as little as $3 per month. Parker Henderson did it, and he was talking about how easy it is. You won't even notice it. So, folks, I appreciate it. Y'all take care of yourself. I'll catch you next time. As always, go Tigers.